Imagine waking up to the news that one of rugby league's most reliable warriors, a man who stood tall in the toughest moments, a player who has tasted both triumph and heartbreak, has just called time on his career. That's right. After years of punishing tackles, bone-crunching collisions, and unforgettable moments, Jordan McLean has shocked the rugby league world with his retirement announcement. But here's the twist: his exit might just shape the entire 2025 NRL signings landscape in ways no one saw coming. Jordan McLean. A name that resonates with consistency, toughness, and professionalism. For fans of the Melbourne Storm, the Cowboys, and even for those who have simply admired him from the sidelines, McLean was the kind of player you always wanted in your team: solid, uncompromising, and quietly effective. And now, after more than a decade of service to the NRL, he's decided that 2025 will be the year he hangs up the boots. But before you think this is just another retirement headline, let me stop you. Because McLean's decision doesn't just mark the end of his own career, it sets off a domino effect across the league. Teams scrambling for front-row strength, young forwards eyeing their chance to step up, and clubs suddenly with extra salary cap space to spend. The 2025 season is shaping into a signing frenzy unlike anything we've seen before. So let's break this down. First, McLean himself. He made his debut for the Melbourne Storm back in 2013, a young forward stepping into a system that demanded discipline and precision. And under Craig Bellamy, McLean blossomed. His physical presence, combined with his smarts in defense, turned him into one of the most underrated props in the game. Storm fans will remember his partnership in the middle with the likes of Jesse Bromwich and Nelson Asofa-Solomona, a front-row rotation that bullied opposition packs into submission. But it was in 2017 that McLean truly etched his name into rugby league history. Playing in the Storm's premiership winning team, he finally held that NRL trophy aloft. The Storm dynasty was alive and well, and McLean was right in the engine room. Then came the big move north. In 2018, McLean signed with the North Queensland Cowboys. It was meant to be the next chapter, helping rebuild a team that had lost Jonathan Thurston and was searching for a new identity. Over the years, McLean became one of the Cowboys' leaders. No flash, no fuss, just hard work. And in 2022, his form was rewarded with a New South Wales origin call-up. That's right, after nearly a decade of slogging it out, McLean finally got the representative honour he had chased his whole career. Fast forward to now. 2025, the Cowboys are looking to the future, with young guns like Reuben Cotter, Jeremiah Nanai, and Hylam Lukey becoming the backbone of their pack. McLean, after countless injuries, battles, and comebacks, decides it's time. But here's where things get interesting. His retirement frees up significant salary cap space for the Cowboys, money that can now be spent chasing a marquee signing. Rumours are already swirling that the Cowboys are eyeing off a big-name prop to fill the void, someone like David Fifita, or even a return move for an ex-Cowboy who might want to come home. And it doesn't stop there. McLean's exit also changes the market for rival clubs. The Dragons, the Bulldogs, the Tigers, all of them desperate for middle forwards, suddenly realize the competition just got fiercer. With fewer experienced props available, the bidding wars are about to begin. So the big question: who will replace McLean, and how will this shift the balance of power in 2025? Stick with me, because we're only scratching the surface. But before we dive deeper into the transfer chaos, I want you to think about this. What happens when a veteran like McLean leaves not just a team, but a leadership vacuum? Who steps up, and who cracks under the pressure? Coming up, we'll explore the ripple effects across the Cowboys' dressing room, and why one unexpected youngster could become the breakout star of 2025. Alright, let's talk about leadership. Because McLean wasn't just a big body in the middle, he was a mentor. Younger forwards like Griffin Neame and Tom Gilbert often credited McLean with guiding them through the grind of first-grade footy. With his calm head and work ethic, he became the glue that held the Cowboys' pack together. So who takes on that mantle now? The obvious name is Reuben Cotter. A Queensland origin hero, Cotter is already a fan favourite and a spiritual leader. But with leadership comes responsibility. Can Cotter shoulder the workload without burning out? Another name being whispered is Hylam Lukey, a player with freakish athleticism but still finding his consistency. The Cowboys coaching staff believe 2025 could be the year their young forwards finally come of age. And in some ways, McLean's retirement forces that progression. It's sink or swim time. But let's zoom out and look at the NRL landscape as a whole. 2025 signing tracker is already wild. McLean's retirement is one of the headline stories, but the market is buzzing with movement. Players like Joseph Manu, David Fifita, and Payne Haas are in the spotlight. Clubs are gambling big money, hoping to build premiership windows. And here's where it gets spicy: the Cowboys are rumoured to be chasing Haas. Imagine that, Payne Haas linking up with Cotter and Nanai. Overnight, the Cowboys' forward pack would become one of the most feared in the comp. Meanwhile, other clubs smell blood in the water. The Dragons, after years of mediocrity, are desperate to lure experience into their pack. The Bulldogs, rebuilding under Cameron Ciraldo, know that a hard-working prop could unlock their potential. And the Tigers, well, the Tigers are always in the market. So, McLean's retirement isn't just about one man stepping away. It's about a power shift. A reshuffle. A game of chess, with each club trying to outbid, outsmart, and outlast the others. And if history tells us anything, these moments of transition can decide premierships. Think back to 2017, when James Graham left the Bulldogs for the Dragons. It changed the balance of both clubs. Or when Sam Burgess retired, leaving South Sydney scrambling to rebuild their middle. Every time a veteran walks away, the game tilts. And in 2025, the tilt could be massive. But here's the curveball: what if McLean isn't done with rugby league entirely? Rumours are swirling that he could step straight into coaching. Imagine McLean, the quiet enforcer, now shaping the next generation of forwards. Could the Cowboys hold on to him as part of their coaching staff? Or will another club swoop in to bring his experience to their locker room? Don't be shocked if McLean's name pops up in coaching headlines before the season's out. And that's the beauty of rugby league, isn't it? One announcement, one retirement, and the entire NRL landscape shifts. Fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think McLean's exit helps or hurts the Cowboys? Who should they target with that freed-up salary cap space? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's spark the debate. And hey, if you love staying on top of the chaos, the drama, and the behind-the-scenes stories of rugby league, make sure you subscribe right now to Aussie NRL Updates. Because we don't just cover the scores, we uncover the stories that shape the game we love. As Jordan McLean hangs up the boots, one chapter closes, but a brand new one begins for the Cowboys and the NRL. And trust me, the 2025 signings tracker is only just heating up. Stick around, because the twists, turns, and bombshells are only going to get bigger. This is Aussie NRL Updates, and we'll see you in the next one.